Buongiorno, and welcome to La Cucina della Stroganona. I'm your host, Seashell Surf. With the exception of a few missing ingredients which I'll add in, this is the way that I've been making zugu since I was 2 years old. So I start off with crushing up garlic and dicing my onions. Now that I've completed the slicing and dicing, I'll pour them into a pan of heated olive oil. Make sure to keep your fire on low. If you have any meats that you want to put in your zugu, put them in prior to the onions and garlic going in. Brown them on both sides, and then add in the onion, garlic, and then the tomato paste. Continue to keep the fire on low. You just want your tomato paste and your onions and garlic and your meats. You want them to saute, and we want to bring out the sweetness in the tomatoes. Continue to stir it around now and then so that the tomato paste doesn't burn or stick to the bottom of the pan. Now I'm ready to add my water. I'll use the empty tomato cans and fill those with water and stir in the water a little bit at a time so that it doesn't become a soupy mess, and so that the tomato paste is well incorporated into the water. And now I'm ready to add the seasonings. I'm going to use grandfather's traditional method and use my hand to measure. We're going to start off with some Italian seasoning, about 2 teaspoons. I'm going to use basil. You know that fresh basil will obviously taste better, and you can use as much or as little of the basil as you want to your liking. Now I'm going to throw in some thyme. Now I'm going to use the parsley. Normally we would use fresh parsley and keep it frozen in the freezer, but dried parsley is all we have here today. And now for some salt and pepper. Now give it a good stir and mix in all of those dry ingredients. The 2 ingredients missing are, number 1 is tarragon. You want to use about the same amount as the other spices, and 1 to 2 bay leaves, and break each of those in half. That would be the second ingredient missing. And I cannot emphasize how important it is for our last ingredients, which is a little bit of sugar, to your liking. It gets rid of the acidity of the tomatoes. So if you like a sweet sauce, put a little more sugar in yours. Once it's boiled down, turn it off so it doesn't boil away. Remember, grandfather used to start his on Saturday night. We'd start about 8 o'clock, and then he would get up early in the morning and restart it at about 5 or so. Within a half hour or so before you want to eat, turn it back on low again and go ahead and start to make your pasta. If you can't wait for that pasta to cook, Go ahead and break up some of that Italian bread into a big old bowl and enjoy a nice meal of zugu bread. It's good at any time of the day, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You can beat a drum, you can beat an egg, heck, you can even beat a kid, but you can't beat zugu. And remember, whoever gets stuck with the bay leaf at the end of the meal gets stuck washing the dishes. That's the best part of adding the bay leaf. This is La Cucina della Stroganona with your host Seashell Surf, reminding you Sunday is pasta days. Be there or be nowhere. Tutti a tavola, a mangiamo. Buon ciao. Until the next time, arrivederci a tutti and aloha.